Good day. I am wanting to talk about embodiment today because I have been thinking about what the hell that means. Because I think most of us, if we do even ponder the idea of embodiment, we have an idea of it. We already have an image of what it means to embody something, to be embodied. So we hold an idea of what it means to be embodied, and that idea becomes becomes an ambition. And when something becomes an ambition, it's projected onto the future. And when we perceive it as something in the future, we become slightly disencouraged because we disconnect from it in the now. So in a way, we avoid the embodiment, the real embodiment, by believing that it is something that we need to step into in the future. It is something that we don't have yet. But the mere fact that we exist in these bodies, that's embodiment. There's nothing else. Yes, we can embody more when we are more. When that happens, when we step into that. But that doesn't mean that we're not embodied now. Doesn't mean we're not full and we're not abundant now. And I see that I've had this complete misconception of the idea of embodiment. I've been looking to become more embodied in my divinity, in my form, like to embody more divinity in this form. But I see that there's a conflict in that, because to strive to embody more divinity means it necessarily means that I am lacking divine form in the present, which is not true. It is an illusion that we need to kind of get rid of as soon as possible so that we can feel the embodiment, because that's what it's all about. It's about feeling that divinity in your form. And that's embodiment. It's feeling it. It's being attuned to it. It's not manifesting more in the future. Like, for example, the idea of having a specific body type even. We have this idea of a specific body type being more divine, just more ideal than the one we currently inhabit, or the one we currently embody, and that creates a disconnection to the bliss and the body that your form is today. And you may reach that ideal image, and you might embody that image in the future, but that does not mean you are more or less divine, and or more or less perfect, more or less beautiful. It just means that you have shifted your form, and it's embodying the divine in a different way. So when we come to that realization, beautiful things happen in the body right now. Beautiful feelings emerge, and we get a sense of satisfaction in just being, and being enough, and being beautiful as we are. And I feel like a lot of people need to know this, or I hope that more people get to know this, because this is something that I am currently learning for myself, and it is my embodiment of me is me sharing that and speaking these words. I had this idea that for me to even be allowed to share and speak of these things, I had to be a certain way. So I kept projecting onto the future what I needed to be like to allow myself to speak like this. And so because I wasn't embodying that image I was embodying right now, I prohibited myself from embodying myself right now. I don't know if this is making any sense, but basically what I was doing is saying that I can only express myself fully if I am not myself the way I am right now, which creates a major discontent and frustration and anxiety in myself, because that means I have to change something about myself for me to allow myself to express myself. And if I am changing myself actively or with force, well, I'm kind of distorting the essence of myself. So rather than allowing the change to happen in the revealing of myself, in the expression of myself, I wanted to force it. And so this is what's happening when you don't force it. You can just sit and share your heart and be happy. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to be moving around and changing for the rest of my life. I will. It means that I'm not waiting for that change to happen before I can express it. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Anyway, I'll try to use different words to make more sense. It means that I'm allowed to transform in the expression of me, rather than holding back the expression and waiting for the transformation to happen. Because doing that will never help the transformation to happen. So when I allow the full expression of me the way I am, imperfectly perfect or whatever you want to call it, when I allow that to happen right now, I am transforming. I'm naturally transforming. I'm forever changing. But if I am not expressing it, if I'm holding it back, I'm actually making sure that I'm not changing. I'm holding on to an idea of what I am right now, because I'm comparing it to an image that I would want to be in the future. And that is keeping me from just being what I am, which is nonsense. Okay, I've said the same thing now, like in 10 different ways. I hope that it came across somehow. What I'm saying is, be you as you are right now. Express yourself, share your medicine with the world, be true to your heart, and love yourself fully. Much love.